Her first pinstripes.
We are at the Goodguys 37th West Coast National Show with Chris Blohme. I met him at the last Goodguys show, watching him paint, and if you guys went back to watch that, I videoed him. We've been following each other for a little while on TikTok, and I was like, hey, well, I'm coming out, would you mind showing me some stuff? So doing a solo video just so that he can teach me some of the basics. You could probably do hours and hours and hours of content of teaching people stuff.
I could, but it would come down to just do the thing.
Just do the thing?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna teach me how to do the thing.
We're gonna do the thing. We've got our key ingredients. That is a thing, a brush, also a thing. We have paint in a thing. This is reducer. That's the one that we're gonna be using because that's the clean one. This is to clean out the brush.
What is reducer?
Reducer is paint thinner, but it's a specific paint thinner that is for this paint. Meaning that it's for this brand. So it's specific to this color paint, this kind of paint.
Oh, that's cool.
Every brand has their own reducer. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our brush and just get paint on it. Like good, gloppy, messy, drippy. It's gonna just get all over the place. Then we're gonna take it out on this. This is not a palette, but we're gonna call this a palette. These are pages out of a Uline catalog. But all we're really gonna do with this is try to get as smooth as possible and try to get this brush to almost lay flat when we do this. Because you want this thing to look more like a blade than like a thick thing. Now the way that this thing's wound, let's say that this thing's on one side.
Uh-huh.
So these things are sword stripers. So this is the sharp side. So I always wanna have this on that side. So your thumb will be over here when you hold this. If you use the dull side, it makes a when you do the thing. And that's a technical term. And I think I just used the wrong reducer.
You're speaking my language, so it's perfect.
Well, see, there's technical terms for all this stuff. I don't know them. So right about there, I think we're about good to try to do a couple lines of this. Should be enough. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it on the palette before I do anything else. And see how that, I make contact and just pull it. And you wanna keep it as even as possible.
Okay.
So when it's time to paint, you're gonna be just on the tip, just like this, and just pull.
Okay. And you're using your fingers on the right to stabilize.
Correct. You don't have to, but it's a lot easier if you do it. Because some of us will do really dumb things where we don't do that. But this takes a little bit of practice.
That's cool.
So the finger thing is, so watch. And I'm not, when it's time for you to do this, don't worry about this. This was a board I pulled and just started messing with a paintbrush earlier. And that's all we're trying to do.
And so if you're left-handed, would you be, like as you're saying, okay, so the brush is being held the same direction and you just switch hands.
Yep.
Are you ambidextrous?
No, I'm not.
You made it look
I mean,
like
today I am. So, are you ready?
Yes. I'm excited. No idea what I'm doing. That's the best part.
You're going to pull a line. So I'll stand over on this side so I can coach
Okay.
you.
So you had, okay, so were you holding it kind of like a pencil?
No.
Like
Hold it between your fingers.
Like,
Here. So you're gonna hold it like this, but
Like-
more of an angle.
okay.
There's a spot, little pocket. The end of it should hopefully rest in there. So it gives it a little bit of stability.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like that.
And so, does it matter where?
Pick a spot.
Pick a spot, okay.
Think of the tip of that thing like the needle of a record.
Okay.
And all you're trying to do is stay in the groove.
So I could do something on this one then?
Yeah. Her first pinstripes. Do another one.
How do you do the turn? So do you dip it each time?
You don't have to. You should be
Okay.
good to do another line because
Okay.
it looks like it's still pretty smooth.
Okay. Ah! Ah!
There you go. All right. Now we're going to teach you another one.
Okay.
So you've
Try
got
not
the
to drop
pulling into a
Should we
drag
switch?
down. No. You stay right there. Because you're gonna need to see this one. So what we're gonna do with this one, you're going to put down one hand. I just use this as a rest. Okay. And what we're gonna do is follow a line anywhere and just follow it. But with this time we're gonna keep the brush upright. And as I do this, I'm going to follow the curvature of my hand and make it turn.
Just by rolling the brush.
Yep.
So you were holding it that same...
I was holding it upright. So this time you're
I
going to
didn't
hold
see
it.
what you're doing with your fingers.
Vertical.
Oh,
Okay.
just up,
Yep.
up, and you use this.
Yep. Just to help stabilize your hand.
So like this?
Yeah.
And then twist
Exactly.
like that? Okay.
Congratulations. You made a turn.
You have a good eye.
Good. Now get a little bit of reducer on there.
The right one?
Sure. Okay.
Oh, the left one?
Yeah, they're both pretty clean. It's fine.
Okay, so you just do a little bit? Like,
You can dunk it in there. It's fine because it's
Dunk?
like get like half that brush bristle in there.
oh, half of it? Like that?
Right about there. Yeah.
Okay.
Now
And then-
drag it in there.
Like this? Like here?
Yeah. Get sloppy with it. Get that all in there. So don't be afraid to get the bristles all the way in, like all the way.
Oh, all in.
Because what we're trying to do is get this guy smooth out again.
You're loading up the brush, right, with paint.
Well, the brush is already loaded. This is kind of like sharpening your knife.
Get the shape you want.
Yeah.
Oh, because if you only do the tip, you're not straightening it all the way out.
Right. And
Oh.
then it's not going to flow right, and it's going to be a mess.
Oh, so and if you do it like okay.
And you'll be able to feel it when it
And
stops.
then do you
starts
put
to
more
grab.
paint? Or no? Put
No,
more
you're
paint?
good.
I just blobbed it.
That's all right, because you're going to pull out of the plop.
Oh, I just put my hand like right on that. Oops.
It,
I'm like,
there, I don't know if you can see that there's like letters underneath here. This has been painted over about 4
this
times.
is like a practice board.
I
Okay.
beat these things up because they're cheap, and eventually one day I'll care about one of them.
So do I dip it in more paint when it starts? Because it was like not, it didn't feel like there was much on the end.
They're probably good for a little bit more paint.
Okay.
So this one's a little,
So do I go side like this?
well, the paint's in the bottom.
Oh.
So dig in there.
Oh.
What kind of work
Gotta
time do you
put
have
more
leaving
in there.
paint open like that?
So today has been a little weird. I've got a couple of these cups that lasted for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I do
Normally
it on
it's
here
like
first,
half
right?
an hour at best.
You said I do it
So-
on here first?
In here, we're gonna smooth it out now. Now
Oh.
that you got fresh paint, we gotta
So
smooth it
this
out.
way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And get a little bit of juice in there.
You said half or a little?
A little more than half. You're gonna need quite a bit. So
Oh.
that should be good.
Oh, okay. Too much.
Because you just dip it in until you get a feel for it, and it starts feeling fluid.
This is cool.
So try pulling a couple of lines with that,
Okay.
just on the palette.
Oh, just right
Yeah.
here. Oh, you were, when you did it like that,
Yeah.
you did it like this.
So if you're comfortable with the way that that's flowing, then you're good to pull a couple of lines.
I guess it's also figuring out how I want to hold my fingers that it feels comfortable.
Well, I change it around all the time. I also paint upside down, backwards, and left-handed apparently.
Oh, so I'm trying to figure out.
Nice. Ooh, look at that. You finished right in there. I almost always mess it up, so good job.
I like
Fist bump.
squiggly. I like
That's-
squiggly doodles.
Yeah, that works. That's awesome.
Okay, and then
Pull
you're
another
doing,
one.
Piece of foam board you're painting on?
It feels pretty solid.
Wood.
Oh, it's wood.
Some of
Okay.
them are foam board.
So you were doing up. So if
Yeah.
I wanna,
Well, it's really just so I can keep my hand out of the wet paint. I don't think I'm wearing any right now. So I've done pretty good about that today. So when it starts doing that, we
Yeah.
need more juice.
Okay. This?
Because we're too dry, yeah.
Okay. And then this?
Yep.
Okay. This is why I need to, I eventually need to get a camera person to have someone like right up above here. It's
I
kind of
happen
cool.
to be a camera person, but
Well, so he's showing me this. I'm going to post it on YouTube.
oh,
And,
you're gonna be in there too.
Oh yeah, you're in the video. I don't mind it as long as you don't mind it. As long as you don't mind it. I think it's cool though because there's skills that people see and they're like, oh, I can't do that. I'm trying to show people that like you just ask the questions. Like he was willing to share with me how to do it, and you know if you don't ask, the answer will obviously be no if you don't ask.
Well, I mess up on purpose a lot of times. It's like, well, let's see what this does.
Try this, see what happens.
It's like, oh, that caught fire. Whoops.
Oops, I should probably not do that.
Yeah, some chemicals don't mix right.
That's a nice curve. I like that.
Well, it's kind of, I
Bring
got
that
it a
around.
little bit raised on the thing.
That's
there,
okay. So just add another one, and then it kind of makes it look like you did it on purpose.
but- Ah.
Now that I said that, you can see all the spots where I messed up when I was painting here earlier.
But it doesn't even look like it's messed up though. I guess that's art, because art is what do they call it?
Subjective.
Subjective.
But see, when you're one of us, so you see that right there where this red line goes, and there's that little.
Yeah.
That's where I messed up.
Can you go back and fix that though? I mean,
Yeah,
you could
eventually.
Go back and,
Yeah, I mean, you just get a touch-up brush. I've got 20 of them for a reason. See, now you messed up, and now you're gonna have to start striping things.
Well, so my friend Tim, he was here last time when I met you. Since unfortunately he's doing better now. He had 2 strokes,
Oh well.
and he loves pinstriping. And this is kind of cool. Maybe I might be able to do like a piece of art for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this video. Maybe I'll
Too
do
late.
it before he watches
I'm gonna
this
tag
video. Love you, Tim.
Oops.
I'm
Where
actually.
is he today?
He's at home, I think. He does he does a newsletter for NorCal Car Culture, and he tries to list as many car shows as he can on there. Ooh, definitely got some interesting brush strokes in there.
Oh yeah. Well, that flares out a little bit. Let's
Well,
try
people
it.
want to do that on purpose sometimes, or no? Do they try to keep it pretty tight?
I do it on purpose sometimes, but I intentionally do things wrong. So
But
We're
really,
about-
art, like what's right and what's wrong.
who knows?
You can put splatter paint on a thing and just throw it up there, and they could be sold for like billions of dollars.
So you're about to get messed up right now.
Sounds
So
good.
what you've been working with is a sword striper.
Sword stripe.
And sword stripers are for long lines, straight lines, and a little bit of design like that, right? This is a scroller.
Scroller.
Yep. It is for swirlies.
Ooh. So this isn't meant for tight curves like that.
No. And I shouldn't have been trying to show you to do that, because I do that, but I just don't know any better.
Well, I was able to get some,
Oh, yeah,
but
that'll
it
work.
just the angle, if it gets tighter, it just naturally
Well, see, if
wants
you hold
to
the brush
flare.
upright, you can do anything with it, and it doesn't matter what brush you use. But this brush is actually for that.
That's cool.
And because this one, the way that it's round, we can do things that we can pull a big fat glop and pull out until it is a non-glop.
Because of just the shape.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't work when I'm painting over existing wet paint, but normally that would just pull out a little sharper, like that.
That's cool. It looks like almost like a raindrop.
Yeah.
So with these, like, you're switching brushes, right? Do you want to clean that completely? Because I know with like regular paint brushes, you don't want to. Oh, that's what that's for.
Oh yeah. That's the happy
Is
juice.
that this stuff or just water?
This is a combination of acetone and xylene. It wasn't supposed to be a combination of acetone and xylene. I had a cup of xylene that got thrown in here.
Oops. Does it
Also,
work? He's showing me a different one.
Most
You
of
called
the-
this, you said a scroller?
yep.
A scroller, so it's shaped different. You gotta see where he held it. I got fingers. Yeah, I got a squiggly line when I went to make a straight line.
It's gonna happen. The trick is you don't tell anybody what your intention was, so no one knows when you did it wrong.
It was meant to be a squiggly. I don't know what you're talking about.
See, that makes the first one look okay.
Now it's intentional.
Little squiggles.
See? And then that guy's all clean now.
Okay, so when it starts doing that, that's when I dip it in here.
Yep.
Okay. But not a lot, right?
No, that one needs a lot.
that
So
one
the
needs a
scrollers
lot.
are a little different because they hold a lot more paint. And in order for them to maintain a consistent line, you're staying just on the very tip, so it has to be a little bit thinner than when you use your other striper.
Oh, because if it's too thick, that's when it starts grabbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's almost like extra watery when you're using these brushes. Now try making a number 6, then a number 9, and or a letter C. There you go. That's what that brush can do.
So you want it to be more upright, though,
Yeah.
because I was more angled.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do when it's upright.
I'll tell you that fun, but clearly.
You should try it too, then, at some point. Do you teach full classes? You should do
I
classes.
have taught a few classes. I've done the pinstriping class over at Radfink a few times.
You could do like those, those paint nights with wine and.
I have done one of those. That was traumatic for everyone. My vocabulary changes depending on what's in my cups.
That's really funny. You should do like a Halloween themed one.
I like that.
I feel like that's.
I should have a painting class for the purses that I've been doing.
Yes.
Just
And
order
then-
a bunch of the little bat purses on like line and have people come and paint their own. Ooh, that's an
think
excuse
where's-
for the UV reactive paint.
Ooh. Ah. It's hard to get the sharp turns. So do you like rotate it too when you do
So-
it?
Throw a couple of the big fatty curves. So I don't scroll very much anymore.
Like a bug landed on my
It has a
face.
lot to do with me and putting a fracture in my wrist.
Oh.
So
So
I can do
mobility
it.
is a little
Yeah,
different?
I can do it, but it's like there's a little kink somewhere in there. But normally when you're doing real scrolls, what we're gonna do, you see that little hesitation right there? Mm-hmm. That's the wrist.
Got it.
You can see this isn't working very well, but
I get what you're laying down.
yeah, we're just trying to make little loops. And then when you want to end it, just lay the brush down and drag it out.
And pull it.
Not like that though. Like do it good. But since it is just paint, we can also just go over it again and clean it up.
This is so cool. This is
So-
like the kids. So I was definitely the doodler, the one sitting in class and they're talking and I'm
Oh, well,
like
this is a
in the
doodling
line.
brush.
Well, this is like a dream for
Oh,
like
yeah.
all the kids that are in class that are like, this makes no sense. I'm just gonna doodle in the lines. Like this is exactly what.
See, I was the kid whose parents had to pay for textbooks because I drew in them.
Okay, so you didn't rotate it at all. You were just moving the brush.
I mean, you can if it's more comfortable for you.
I'm just trying to figure out how to manipulate it how I want to. Oops. Because it's like
Yeah, but that's the idea. That's what you were trying to accomplish with it. So you did it.
That's cool. So I got it there. The other one was like
Yeah, I mean that's. But those are still useful.
That's so cool.
Like when you go looking, especially when you look at lowriders, and if you see a lot of metal flakes and a lot of gold leaf, look really close. You will find some scrolling in there somewhere.
Oh really?
Like they go hand in hand. And I can't tell you how many of those jobs I've done over the years.
Yeah.
Because it's just that it looks good. Especially on dashboards.
Oh really? With the squigglies?
We also use it to outline some of the gold leaf patterns, like the filigree looking patterns. So congratulations.
I got addicted to a new hobby.
Yep.
My husband's gonna hate it. Well, the cool thing though is you said you just like repaint and.
Well, see, even when you mess up, it's still not really messed up because it's just paint. So here, check this out. This is something fun you can do
Or
with
kind
these
of like
things.
what's his face with the oh now it's a bird.
Yep.
I keep forgetting his name.
Bob Ross.
Yes.
So, All you do is put a little weight into it, and then lift and pull it away.
That's cool.
Comes in handy if you're ever painting a dragon and you can't figure out how to do the hair on the back of his neck.
I love dragons.
See.
They're my favorite.
See, now it's more swanish.
Yeah, like a
It just
swan.
needs a belly down here.
Yeah, let's see. I guess I was like, oh, let's do a short video. I got a little distracted. Oh, look, bird.
One of my videos that's only 3 minutes long on YouTube is an hour and 30 minutes time lapse down to 3.
Oh, did you? Oh, time lapse.
Yeah, I didn't realize how long it actually takes me to pull straight lines. I was like, oh, I am slow. See, there you go.
Well, I'll get you guys a close-up of this because I could probably do this forever. I don't want to bore you guys either. I'm having a blast. I'm gonna keep Olive.
You better not be bored.
Better not be bored.
I will make you come to a different class.
We do Halloween classes to do purses.
I think we should put that together. That actually could be a lot of fun.
Because I'm in Sacramento area.
Yeah, and I'm out here every other week for a different car show, so.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Because we could make it just screw up a hotel somewhere.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to follow Chris, I'm going to put all of his information in the caption.
You can follow me. I'm going to go for a walk.
We'll take the GoPro and go with, we'll go on an adventure together. Thank you so much, Chris.
You are
I really
welcome.
appreciate it.
It was awesome.
And
congrats.
Thank you.
You crushed it.
Well, thank you guys so much. If you want to see more of this, please let me know. See you next week.
Oh, stay moist, my friends.
Oh, I want to do it together. Okay, ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Stay moist, my friends.